All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the New York Beauty. What are we doing? Sea Dragon.
Sea Dragon.
I'm fine. I'm just tired. Couldn't remember what we're doing. We're doing the New York Beauty Sea Dragon tonight. This was supposed to be last Tuesday's block, but my husband was out of town and I was here with the kids by myself, and it was just too much. So thankfully, Shannon was very gracious and said, yes, we can move it. So
Absolutely.
we are here tonight to work on Sea Dragon. And then typically next week would have been the second block, but we're gone in Millersburg. So that one is also pushed a week until the 23rd. So it actually worked out okay, I guess, that I had to push last week because then we're still 2 weeks apart, right?
Yep.
I did it. I planned it right. It wasn't canceled, it was planned, Oh, so we are working on Sea Dragon tonight. Um, and then tomorrow is the last sew day before I'm off to Millersburg. So it's only going to be a half day if any of you join for the Stephen and Stephanie sew day. Of course, Stephen's still in Australia. So I'm controlling that right now. So that's only going to be a half day if you intend to jump in tomorrow. My shop is closed. I've had actually too many emails. I closed it today and then I've had two emails since I closed it.
Oh, it's fun.
Um, just because it's too hard to keep it open while I'm gone, but it'll be back open next week with some fun new products because some new fabric just came from Moda today. So
Oh, fun.
that'll be fun. So check that out when I get back. Shannon and I may pop on and we'll see if we can find some time while we're in Millersburg, but I won't have a live Saturdays with Steph, but I'm going to try to put together a video of the retreat center because some of you guys or some you guys seem to like the kind of look around the retreat centers and stuff like that. So I'll try to put that together for Saturday. And I don't know, maybe Shannon and I could pop on at some point.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll see what we're doing, how busy it is, all that kind of stuff. But really looking forward to the Millersburg retreat. It starts this Friday, but we're leaving on Thursday to get there. And I get to meet up with Shannon and Ingrid for the evening and hang out and have some dinner before all the madness starts. Good madness, but madness.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
but also tomorrow night we also have a social review.
yes, yes. Go ahead. I was going to say, tell us what's going on in your world because we
Woo.
have something tomorrow night.
Yeah. Like this is a good week. We've got tonight and then tomorrow night's our social review, which will be over on my channel tomorrow night. And it most likely will be Russ of Quilt Meets World, Stephanie, and myself. We might, you never know, those crazy guys, they could sneak in and pop in for a little bit, but I'm not, I hope they're having a blast. And so that I would rather them be having fun over in Australia. But if they join us, that would be awesome too. And it is our social review where we just kind of chat about different topics. Tomorrow night is going to be about patterns, things that why we pick patterns that we pick, or why we write patterns that we write, things we like, things we don't, that kind of stuff. And then yeah, then it's off to retreat time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited
I
to
am
see
too.
everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
And this is going to be a good one. It's the largest one I've had there, 26. So
yeah,
it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm
it's
excited. And
so neat.
there's some new people coming to this one that haven't been to Millersburg before, but most of them, I know all of them from various other retreats. You'll know a couple of them, but
Yeah.
there's a couple new people too. So I'm really excited to see how they mix in with everybody else. So that's going to be
and
fun.
and they, I know that they will, because last year we had a couple of new folks for year two, and they
Mhm.
fit right in. So
Yeah.
I know the year three, it'll be good. Everybody will just and like fold them into the group.
Yeah. No, it's going to be great. I'm so excited. So let's see who's here. Catherine and Del Marie, Patricia and Landa and Terry and Shelly and Doreen. Hello, everybody. Great to see you. Colleen's here. She said, I'm working on the White Rabbit as I watch this new FPP block come alive. That's awesome.
Nice.
Very cool. Oh no, Landis, I just got back from a retreat. Her machine quit on her the first night. Oh, shucks. Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that stinks. Ugh. Peggy from New Jersey is here. She said, so yeah, we'll be here too in about an hour. They'll be at Wyndham and Anthology here in New Jersey. Very cool.
That-
Hopefully Brody doesn't get a ticket this time. Last time he was there, he got a ticket in New Jersey. He had
I
to go
like
to court
Wyndham.
and everything.
Oh man,
Yep.
I like Wyndham Anthology, Wyndham/Anthology.
I do too. They have good fabric.
Yeah.
So what did I do with the paper? So tonight, this is just a photocopy, so it's not color, but we're working on Sea Dragon out of the
Woohoo!
book New York Beauty. And I actually had my papers ready to go and my lines drawn. Yay, Shannon does too. Now we just got to start selling.
Yep, get them going.
I feel like I haven't seen you for a while, Shannon.
Yeah.
It's so great to sew with you again.
I have absolutely missed it. Sunday was so nice to be like on my live again. I'm like, oh, I feel like
Yeah,
I'm home.
that's so
So
good.
yeah, I'm. It was really nice. We're very happy.
Yeah.
And then we get to do the retreat. I'll get my like my cup filled up again with all of the excitement of everybody. So
I'm so
fill
excited because all the retreats that I have left this year, you're going to be at. So that's
yeah.
going to be so fun.
Yep. That's so cool. I'm so excited about that. We've got our virtual one coming up in June.
Yes.
Oh, you and Ingrid hitting the high seas, which I'm excited about.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I started looking at some of the excursions that we had planned, and I'd completely forgotten that I knew we were going to swim with dolphins, but I'd forgotten that part of that is that we're going to swim or get to pet a manatee. And I was
That
like, no way. Because after we were in Florida, and saw all those manatees, you
yes,
didn't get to touch them or anything there. So I'm super
Sarah's gonna be
excited
so
for that.
mad at you.
Sarah's going to be more mad at me about the sloths.
Oh my gosh, yes.
She loves sloths so
Oh,
much. And she's not gonna be real happy that I got to touch one. But
all she gets is a picture of her mom touching them.
right. No, I'll bring her a souvenir or something because they said they have like a gift shop there, and I'm sure they have sloth stuff. But yeah.
Oh, Philippa says she's also doing a retreat this weekend.
Nice.
Fun.
Hi, Philippa.
Oh, Del Marie. Actually, the Georgia one is like a chill, bring your own projects one. So
Yep.
there won't be any teaching of of like projects.
Right.
But I like that.
But we always invite people to bring if you have a project that's tricky or something you're stuck on or
Yeah.
something that's new to you, like paper piecing.
Yeah, like that was a lot of fun at Georgia where everybody just kind of like pitched in and like helped everybody figure out the things that they were doing,
Yeah.
giving ideas about color placement and all that kind of stuff.
So we're definitely happy to help you with that. It's kind of what we did this past year. And, some people come and do their own thing and sit there, and some people ask for help in whatever way.
Yeah.
I would love to swim with a manatee, said Catherine. I am so excited about that, especially after seeing them in Florida when we were there.
Yeah, they just like seem like such gentle giants. Like
Yeah.
just
They were so
oh,
pretty. And there were so many of them. It was really cool. And Henry really loves the manatees.
really.
Yeah, except he can't say manatees, so he calls them manis.
I love that.
And he got a little stuffed manatee while we were there, and he walks around the house and says, "Where's my Manny? Where's my Manny?"
Oh, I love that so much.
It's cute.
So cute. All right. I am working on measuring to cut my fabric. Hey, Nancy. Oh, Lilu, hush. Oh, yeah.
Delmarie said, fun, fun, fun. Yes, going to be fun. So Shannon is teaching at Millersburg, and she is going to teach also at Pennsylvania. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And we do have one spot left for Pennsylvania if anybody is interested.
Oh, that's cool. One spot.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania is a fun one. I like how different all like I didn't go out to Washington, so the 3 ones I've been to, I like how different they are from each other. Just different setups. Like Georgia.
They are. Each one is like unique, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I love them all for that. Catherine said, can you touch them? Yes, we get to touch the manatees. So excited about that. Hi, Donna. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, guess you, Nancy. And yes, my hair is wet. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I was cleaning out my car today because I have a mom mobile. And I needed it empty to take everything to Millersburg. And it was like almost 80 degrees here, which I wasn't expecting, and a little bit humid. So I kind of got a little bit sweaty. So I took a shower just a little bit ago. My hair is wet. Yes, sorry.
It was warm today down here too.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, it's not going to stay. So when you guys come here, it's not going to be warm. I think on Friday it's supposed to be in the 40s.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, tomorrow's in the 50s, I think, and then it's going to slowly go down. But it'll be in the 50s or 60s right here, so not too cold, but
yeah. Well, that's fine. That's fine. It'll be good.
Definitely not close to 80 again.
Well, that's fine. For me, I would prefer to be hot than cold, because cold just gets down in my bones. I don't know. I just don't like it. But
yeah.
If I could, control the weather, it would just be like 70 degrees all day,
Yeah. Well, we were expecting clouds and some rain on eclipse day yesterday. And Mother Nature was very, very good to us. It ended up clearing up mid-morning and turning to about 70 degrees and sunny. It was great.
That's so cool.
And then during the eclipse, the temperature fell about 10 degrees, which was really interesting sensation. It like very quickly went from warm to where it was a little chilly. We needed like a little jacket.
Yeah.
And then when the sun came back out, it actually got warmer than it was before the eclipse.
That's crazy.
It was so crazy. It was amazing.
We had like, I don't know, like it was just the like littlest little sliver of sun that was still here in Maryland. And the color outside, it was like, like a weird filter had suddenly come across the whole earth. It didn't get, completely dark like the totality areas did, but it was wild. It was neat.
It was so strange, like leading up to full totality, because the birds like just all of a sudden started getting quieter and quieter. And right before, there was butterflies like flying around and birds flying around, and all of a sudden everything just kind of stopped. And there was a bunch of birds sat on everybody's rooftop and stuff, and they just kind of sat there and got super quiet.
So wow.
And it got dark. And then as soon as it started getting light again, they started flying all crazy and stuff. It was really neat to see.
That's so cool.
Philip has said no sewing for me this week as my machine is packed away for Red Nose. I will be catching up on the weekend. I will miss the sew group on Wednesday as well. Understandable. I know you have
Yeah.
got some renovations going on, and like you said, you're packed up for retreat. So,
Kind of a fun reason.
yeah. Peggy said, tonight I'm working on another bee bag. Got the pattern from Soya recently, doing up the maxi size one again. So listening to you as doing some. Oh, nice.
Fun.
Sylvia said 40 and raining here. Oh, chilly. See, I don't mind the cold that much, but when it's raining too and you get that chilly, bone chilling cold with the rain, oh, that's when it's miserable for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Philippa said, winter has arrived here, 16C, and I have long sleeves and pants on. I think that's like shorts weather here, Philippa. Because what's 16C? I'm pretty sure that's, I don't want to say.
Yeah, I don't. Stephen and Walter have said it on their, a couple times on their lives, like what that means. You add this and carry the one and
Yeah,
all that
it's
kind of
60
stuff.
degrees. It's 16 is about 60 here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, that's shorts weather here.
Yes.
And she's like, in long sleeves and pants. It was 67, and we were watching the eclipse, and we had shorts and short sleeves on.
Yep.
Because we were out there soaking up the sun on the deck.
Yeah.
She said she even had a sweater on this morning. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Philippa said about 60 degrees. And Celie said about 62. Yeah.
That's wild.
That's so funny how depending on where you live, what is considered cold.
Yeah.
Because like
Well,
I
and
was talking to sorry, go ahead.
it's just how quickly like you assimilate to it too is pretty
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Because like Brenda Martinez, who's one of our regulars on the So Day, she's from Vancouver, Washington, but she also lives in Hawaii part of the year.
Yeah.
And she called in one day from Hawaii and it was sunny. And she's like, oh, but it's so cold. And we're like, oh, what is it? She's like 72. And I'm like, that's not cold.
That sounds perfectly balmy.
I was like, that's summer here.
Oh, runaway foot pedal again.
I hate when that happens.
It's usually the cats that they like kick it out of the way from where they
Oh,
want to
do
be.
they?
Yeah. So
That's
I
funny.
got to play footsies with the ground to find where it went to.
Pedal. Yep.
Oh, it's 70 in New Jersey tonight. It got up to I think it was like 71 today here.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Beautiful. My favorite weather is like low to mid 70s and sunshine. That's
Yeah,
like perfect. Not too hot, not cold.
exactly. And I would like that's perfect. And then I love chilly, like wear pop a sweatshirt on, have a bonfire in the backyard kind of night.
Yeah.
That's perfection.
Yep.
When I get back from Ohio, it's get the backyard ready for that exact
For
thing.
that. Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. Peggy said they just said on TV that it was 80 in New York. Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was almost 80 here. So I can imagine. I can believe that. I was driving to the post office to drop off some shop orders and it said 78. So it was close.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was as I was drifting off to sleep last night, I was thinking about being in Millersburg and like I'm so excited to see everybody work on the thing I'm going to be teaching them.
Yes.
It's going to be so different because
Yeah.
it's going to be face to face. Like we've gotten to do so much fun stuff on YouTube and through Zoom and everything, and it's going to be so neat to be face. I'm going to be
You're
smiling.
going to be excited.
So
The first
big.
time you see people working on your own pattern is really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was completely like just contentedly falling asleep last night thinking, oh, this is going to be so amazing.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
I got a blues and pinks theme going on tonight.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that. Celia wanted to know, Shannon, if it's going to be your first time instructing in person.
In person, yep.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about the last time I did any instructing in person. And I had done some IT stuff. So I guess it hasn't been that long, but before that was a creative arts summer Bible school camp that I taught at. Like I helped create with the church that we were going to when the kids were little, and I got to teach cooking to like the entire group. So if they were the littles, they made like very simple things like yogurt parfaits and things like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for 5 nights, the older kids, because you could major in a class, so we had culinary arts, we had like actual art, because one of my friends, Mary Beth, is a real artist, so she was teaching the kids that wanted to really get into art. We had music, and I can't remember the other 2, but then at the end, the Saturday at the end of it all, the parents came in and they had a dinner and a show, because they had an art show and a music, and theater. And so we made the cooking school majors. We made lasagna and garlic knots and like an Italian salad and stuff. It was so much fun. But that was like the last time that I really I had to like make the plan and actually teach. The IT stuff was boxed teach them stuff. It wasn't like I wasn't invested like I am in this, or like I was in the summer camp. So I'm excited.
Oh, that's fun. She will be amazing, though. I know it.
I love that the first time getting to teach in front of people will be with people I know, and that there's a stink bug in the house. The cats are going crazy. The cats are jumping at it. But that will be, this is year 3 for Millersburg, and a lot of folks are 3-timers. So
yes.
I know that it'll be like a safe space to teach for the first time in person.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus, Stephanie will be standing behind me, giving anybody eyes that if they mess with me, I'll get you. That's funny. Can't see Stephanie being the tough guy.
I think my chair's lower. I think my kids were on it, so I gotta raise it up.
Oh. Oh, Landa said she had a spud nut, and that sounded just funny as all heck. A donut made of potatoes.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was good. Oh, was that just Frida said all I can see is your head?
Yeah. There we go. I put my chair up. Me and my kids are on.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't realize because it's just me, but
yeah.
When my kids get on my chair and play with it, they usually put it down.
Yeah.
I agree, Philippa. She said you're gonna rock because you rock it on YouTube and virtually.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, I just know the only way to get better is to do it. So
what's that?
I said the only way to get better is to do it. So I just gotta do it.
Yeah. It's so true.
Hike up my skirts and just do it.
Bread with potatoes is really good too. I've had potato bread. That's really good. Yeah. But I've never heard of a donut with potatoes. That's interesting. I bet it's good.
Well, like the gnocchi, which is a potato pasta, is fantastic.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I'm just convinced that there is nothing the potato isn't good with.
Yeah. Oh no, we love that here. That's at least Sarah and I do. We get it for us.
That's a solid meal right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dance that I keep seeing on TikTok and on Instagram Reels and stuff like that. And it does this, it's like this, I don't know, like music is just and that's like running in my head. I keep listening to it and it won't go away.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I've seen that. Is it there are a lot of them?
Where they're like this.
Yes.
And then yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a line of 5 of them or something. I just keep seeing
Yeah.
it over and over again with all the different people doing it. I can't get the music out of my head.
Colleen said here on PEI there's potato fudge.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, thanks, Landa. I appreciate like everybody rooting for me.
Mhm.
I'm hungry now. All this talk of potato stuff.
I know, right?
I know they have that potato candy. The that candy shop that we went to in Wilmington has the potato candy. I've gotten that before from there.
Oh, I don't think I even saw that.
And that's not potato fudge, but it's potato and chocolate. So I bet potato fudge is pretty all right.
Yeah, I'm not really much of a fudge person.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit too, I don't know if it's a texture thing or I think it's a texture thing.
Yeah. Well, it's also really rich. So
It is. It is. I like the way it smells though. I always love the way it smells, but Carrie said I'm not fond of fudge either. Yeah, it's just really I think it's good, but you can only eat like a teeny weeny little piece because it's so rich and
yeah. But I'll tell you what, the fudge that Philippa sent with that ice cream, that did not last long. I did share the wealth though. The kids did make out.
that's good. I was thinking about you yesterday because Sarah had some mint chocolate chip ice cream. That's her favorite flavor.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. We did a little bit of a cookout yesterday for the eclipse and Keith treated to ice cream afterwards. So,
Oh, that's nice.
but Sarah, she wouldn't get out of the car because we went to the ice cream stand where she's going to be working.
Oh,
And she's like, I'm not going out there with you guys. I'm like, okay.
that's funny.
Oh, like all embarrassed. It was funny.
And that's such a teenager thing.
I know. Like she's very mature, but her teenage head comes out every once in a while. And she was like, I'm not getting out of the car. I'm like, okay. Of course, part of it is Keith's fault because he's threatened her so many times that he's gonna come over and embarrass her while she's working.
Oh,
Like he's
it's
like,
a
I'm
rite
gonna
of
walk up to the
passage.
window. He's like, I'm gonna walk up to the window and like order the craziest stuff. And I'm like, don't do that to her.
I did it to both kids. It's a rite of passage. Both of my nuggets pretty much started at Roy Rogers. Lauren had a little thing beforehand, but started at Roy Rogers. So I would like to go through like the drive-through and be like a weirdo.
What's Roy Rogers?
Oh my gosh, I forgot that it's regional. What is Roy Rogers? So it's the so you know Roy Rogers, the actor, like
Yeah.
yeah. So it has a lot of that imagery. So it's got like Western burgers and
Oh,
but
okay.
it's got like fried chicken, burgers, roast beef sandwiches. Um, Yeah, things like that. They're famous for their fixins bar, where like your burger comes plain and then you go to the bar and you put like everything that you want on it.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
yeah, they've got really good sauces. Yeah, so that's where they started,
Oh,
which I love because I think everybody should start in some kind of service industry thing.
yeah.
Ooh, mini potatoes boiled for supper. Colleen, that sounds fantastic.
Yum.
I'll do little potatoes and have that like they're boiled, but I'll do like parsley and butter and a little garlic, like those two.
I throw some chives on there. Yum.
Oh yes. Oh, from the garden, right, fresh from the garden potatoes. Yummy. Oh, Grandma Tina's in Pikesville, Maryland. It was 77 there today. Maybe it was hotter. Well, I might have been back in the house by the time it got that hot. I wasn't out that. I was out earlier. And Peggy says they've got the best roast beef sandwiches. Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
forgot how they used to be all over Maryland, at least in Virginia. Um, but now they're owned the Plumondon brothers. And I'm pointing that way because their headquarters is like right across the street from us.
Oh,
And so they own, so Frederick has 3 Roy Rogers. And
oh,
they've franchised out a couple of them. So I'm not really sure where they all are. But yeah, they have really good roast beef sandwiches. And it's like roast beef, where like Arby's has like that pressed roast
yeah.
beef, which I love. I love an Arby's roast beef with horsey sauce. But Roy Rogers has like roast beef, which is really good.
Nice. Looks like Ingrid's here. Hi, Ingrid.
Hey, Ingrid and Darlene too.
Hi, Darlene. No sign for me. Officially off work until the 22nd. So excited to get to Millersburg. Yay!
Yes.
Okay, so here is the first little doodad.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, this was considerably faster than last week or last time.
Oh, the subunits and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. And we have another one next month with subunits.
Yeah. I saw that. We got through it though.
Yeah.
Just took a while to wrap my brain about how it went together.
Had to talk it out.
Yep.
That's totally cool.
Ingrid, you're all leaving at 6 a.m. on Thursday.
Yep. Be at your house at 6 a.m. Oh, Dale Evans. Yep. Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. I remember the one where I was growing up. The Roy Rogers had a picture of both Roy Rogers and Dale Evans inside of it. Well, I'm telling you 6 a.m. my time, Ingrid, so that I know you'll be ready by 7 a.m.
Well, don't tell her that. Then she's not going to be ready on time. Oh, shucks. I just dropped my piece on the floor. Where'd it go? There it goes.
Terry
What
said,
are the-
from
Sorry, go
middle
ahead.
add-on piece. Where did I put the book? I don't know. Where did I put the book? What is the middle add-on piece? Is that the foundation piece? Oh. I'm going to take a look at the online version because I don't
The
remember.
blocks behind me, Landa, the ones up top are the designer mystery for this year, are 2023, 24 for Fat Quarter Shop. They always do a designer mystery quilt block of the month. So that's what those are. And these are from a quilt that I just started. So I didn't get a lot done because I'm doing mostly everything for Millersburg, but I wanted to take a break and sew something. So
Terry, do you mean the unit C one, which is the Sea Dragon unit C, or the unit D one, which I think isn't that foundation J? Let me make sure.
she can't find it in the book, or
I don't know. She said it doesn't have a point on it. Where's page 45? I'm gonna take a look and see what I can see. "42, 43, 44, 45. Yeah, foundation J. Didn't know. Here it said, I'll be ready-ish whenever you want me to be.
ready-ish. Middle add-on piece doesn't have a point on it.
We tease Ingrid about not being she has like a oh, what do you call it? Like a, you know, like in Spain where everybody like has a siesta and like time is kind of like wibbly wobbly and they're not really stressed about, if you say the party starts at 5, that means anywhere from 8 to 10 o'clock that they'll actually show up. That's the vibe for Ingrid. Just it's not that deep.
I was gonna say a time management problem, but for me that would be a time management problem because I'm like, okay, if I said we're leaving at 7, we're not leaving at 7:01, we're leaving at 7.
Oh, Sadie girl, the older pup. She's got herself another urinary tract infection.
Oh no.
Because she's just an old girl. Apparently we're gonna be living with this. And the appointment for her this morning was at 9 a.m. And I left at 8:45, which is usually when I get somewhere. I'm usually a 15-minute earlier kind of person, like especially with a doctor's office, because I want to make sure I'm there. Like, I don't want any funny business. And I'm being like, oh, you're a minute late. We're gonna have to you're gonna have to reschedule. Okay. And that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Sadie, lay down on the back because we're gonna be floored it, kid.
Terry said, I would not like that. Exactly, Stephanie. Okay, I'm not the only crazy person who needs to be like on
Ingrid
time,
says,
if not early.
Ingrid said, it's a threshold. It's a, I love it.
But I also have no problem leaving somebody. If I'm like, okay, we have to leave at this time. If you're not ready, I'm going.
Oh, like those poor tourists that got left.
The what?
Did you read about the tourists that got left? The cruise ship left them
Yeah,
last
but you
week.
know what? That's their own fault because
Yep.
I'm sorry. First of all, they said, I've read that. Okay. This is a whole thing for me because I've been on a cruise before and they warn you and they warn you and they warn you
Yeah.
that you cannot be late. If you're late, they're going to leave you.
Yep.
And the reason is because they have a schedule they have to keep to. They have port fees they have to pay for
Yep.
longer they're in port. They have to pay, thousands of dollars more.
There are other ships that are waiting to come in.
Yeah. And also what the story isn't telling you is that once they do a security sweep and a customs sweep, that's it. They close the boat up and there's no more people getting on.
Yep.
And they tell you not to take any excursions that's not to do so at your own risk if they're not with the boat.
If they're not with the,
because if you don't
yep.
get back, that's your problem. So I'm sorry, that was their fault.
Yep. Hey,
They
Karen.
even say like if you have to go to the hospital, if you have a medical emergency, it's your fault. You have to figure out how to get your own self home. I mean, that's not their problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know there's a lot of people like saying, "Oh, they shouldn't have left them, and that's so wrong of them," but they were over an hour late.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's what they had to do. They had to find a flight to get to the boat.
Yeah. And I'm like the ultimate planner. Like if they say we have to be back at 3, I'm gonna be back at 2, no later. Because I'm not getting left.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I go with the philosophy. If you're not early, you're late.
Oh, I've missed the smell of warming batiks. Oh, Ingrid's definitely not a slacker. I will say that. She's just on her own time.
That's right. No, but I'm like Philippa. I get antsy when it's time to go. And at a certain point, I say, okay, I'm leaving.
Well, the kids make fun of me because they know, like, the closer we get to the time that we're supposed to leave for something, the snippier and more angry I get if things aren't like moving like they should be.
Yes. And my husband's exactly opposite of me. He's just like, oh, we can leave whenever, it'll be fine. And I'm like, no. This is the time we said we're going. We've planned it for weeks. And if you're not in that car, I've left sometimes and started pulling out the driveway and he's running out the door with his shoes. And he'll get in the hop in the car and put his shoes on in the car. I'm like, I told you we're leaving. You're a grown adult. I've gotten all the kids ready and in the car and everybody's waiting for you.
Yeah.
He's very bad at time management.
That's definitely one of those boomer things that my dad like slammed into my head.
Yeah.
be super early for an interview, be super early for everything.
Yeah. I think my patience has also gotten thinner as I've gotten older because I've been in situations where I'm supposed to meet somebody somewhere and they're a half hour late, an hour late, and I'm like, you're wasting my time. I have stuff to do.
Yeah.
Like, I have 4 kids and all this stuff. I don't have time to sit here and wait for you an extra hour. I need to go home. So I just don't have, I think that's probably my biggest shortcoming is my patience. I just don't have the patience for that kind of stuff anymore. I'm just like, okay, if you're going to be an hour late, I'm going to leave and it's your fault, not mine.
Yeah.
And it makes me hesitant to reschedule with you in the future because, I'm not going to waste my time again.
Philippa says Graham has slow feet sometimes.
He has what?
Slow feet.
Oh,
I like that. I like that.
yeah.
Slow feet.
Karen said early is on time. On time is late. That's right. And if you're late, don't bother, said Sylvia. Yep. Terry said, yes, it's rude. I agree. I agree. Because we all have things to do. We all have life. And I get it if it's like something happened, like you got stuck in traffic or whatever, but I don't know. To me, plan for that. If you know where you're going and you know there's traffic, then leave a half hour earlier if you need to. Don't waste people's time. Because I took the time to do that to make sure I was there on time, or actually, in fact, a little early, so I wouldn't be late to meet you. So don't be late to meet me. I don't know. It's just about that bothers me. We have a friend that does that who's late. It's actually Keith's friend all the time coming over to visit. And I used to like get really angry because I'd have all the food and everything planned at a certain time. And I would even tell this person, like, okay, you need to be here. And I would tell them like 20 minutes earlier, half hour earlier than dinner was planned and
Yeah.
still be late. And I used to get so upset because I'm like, the food's sitting here getting cold. Now I just don't care. I just sit, I'm like, okay, time to eat. He's not here. Too bad. He can have what's left over when he gets here.
Yeah.
And I don't even care if it's rude anymore because I'm just like,
Yeah. Now that's not the kind of stuff that we're making. Like this started off like being silly and giggling about Ingrid. She's definitely not doing that stuff.
no. I know she just, plus Ingrid's so busy with work. Like I saw it when we were there, like how she had to work so long. I don't blame her for,
Yeah.
not getting ready to the last minute as far as like gathering her stuff when we went to like QuiltCon and things like that. I mean, that's like, she can't help that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people who are just regularly do that, like that guy that shows
Yeah.
up late all the time, Keith's friend. I'm like, he has nothing else. He doesn't have a family. He doesn't have kids. There's nothing else getting in his way. He's just late.
Yeah.
I just think that's rude. Uh, Faith said my mother was always late. She's gone now, but I still always get to my beauty shop as I know my mother made her wait for years. Landa said I allow extra time now that I'm older because I'm a little slower and I don't handle traffic as well as I used to.
Oh, traffic is just also just bad everywhere now. It's just so many people out there.
So Terry said, I have a friend that is so early. It is rude. Oh my, dinner at my place at 7. She gets here at 6. I didn't even prep yet. Oh no, that's bad too.
Yeah,
Because
that's
like
also, yeah.
I've had that happen too with other friends where they come like a half hour early and I'm like, I literally haven't even changed into the clothes that I was going to greet you at the door with because like I'm in my, shorts and tank top because I get hot while I'm cooking.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah,
an
there's
issue.
definitely a thing as unfashionably early.
Yeah. Yeah. We traveled one time to see family in a couple of states over. And they said, "Oh, we'll be by around I forget what time it was. Let's pretend it was 5 o'clock." And we were tired from traveling, so we are like, "Oh, let's just take a nap," right? We lay down to take a nap, and the doorbell's ringing at 4 o'clock because we rented a house, and we were still literally in bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What is that?" And Keith went to answer the door. He's like, "Oh, they're here." And I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me."
Oh,
I was
you
like
killed
half
it.
awake, and all these people there. I was like, "No." So I agree. Early is not good either. But I would never. I don't go to people's houses and like ring the doorbell early. I might get there early and like this is
Sit in the
I
car.
sit in the car. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
like be there early. Yeah, unless it's Shannon's house, then I'm just gonna show up and just be like, "Hey, I'm here."
And that is perfectly fine. Because I would be like, and there's the kitchen, and this is what we're gonna make together. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Katie said, give the early friend a job to do, the one you don't want to.
That's a really good idea. You come early, I'll put you to work.
That'll be the last time they're early.
Right? They'll be like, "Oh, I'm not going to her house early ever again." Oh, let's see. Katie Crab. Oh, that's what she said. Okay. So Terry said, if I say that I will Zoom with her in a half hour, she signs in before I open the Zoom. Yeah, I know all about that.
I am kind of bad about getting on Zoom early though, because I'm, and I do the same thing with work meetings, because if I don't get on early, I will get on late.
Yeah.
Because I'll be in the middle of something and then totally forget.
But at least in Zoom, I can control it, right? If I still need to
Yeah.
change my clothes or take a shower, like
Yeah.
you just sit there. I just don't let you in, right?
Yep. Yeah, which is totally like that's what I expect. Like I will
It's
just sit
different when
here.
you come to your house and they're like an hour early and you're like,
Yeah.
I still have my hair in a messy bun and I have like junky clothes on.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to stay in your car for a half hour. Oh no. So Terry said she showed up to my daughter's wedding so early she saw the bride before the wedding. Made me so mad. Oh.
Mm.
Okay, here it is so far.
Ooh, I love it.
I like this one. This one's fun. All right, on to the next piece.
I really do. The colors that you've chosen, like how calming it is. I love it.
I'm hoping it's not too much when I put it all together. That's what I'm getting nervous about. So we'll see.
Too much how?
Too much blue. Too much.
Oh no, no, I don't. Because I think how you break it up with the dark and light, and then
Mhm.
with the um sorry, I'm trying to also not cut my finger off with a rotary
No, you're
cutter.
fine. Don't cut your finger off, please.
But with the background, with the black background, I think it's going to be stunning. I'm so excited to see it all together.
Hey, thank you. Velda said, yes, I get on Zoom early every Wednesday as I'm already sewing for a couple hours. I just know Stephen and Stephanie will let me in when they are ready or finish their business meeting.
Yep.
You got that right. Thanks, Philippa. Thank you, Terry. I'm determined to get this one done tonight because I've got to finish last week still.
Mm.
Or I keep saying last week, whenever it was.
Time is crazy.
It is. The last couple weeks have gone so fast. And not really in a good way. I've had so much to do. I feel like my head is spinning.
Yeah.
Between Sarah getting a job, had to get her an ID, had to get her all her college stuff in. Oh, plus getting everything ready for Millersburg.
Oh yeah, just on top of getting ready to go away for a week. Goodness gracious.
And Keith was gone for a week, so that didn't help.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, I can hold down the fort without him but it's when you're trying to get all that done, plus he's gone.
Yeah.
It was a rough week. I was so tired.
Diana says you can never have too much blue.
Good. Yeah, we'll see how it all plays out at the end here.
There we go.
I'm
There's
hoping
that.
I have enough. Oh, Shannon, that's pretty.
That's
Oh,
I
I
like
love it. Is it like a purpley pink?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh like a it's a pink lavender.
I love it. It's so pretty.
Yay.
Oh gosh.
That's that one.
I have to tell you that you using all those colors really inspires me to like be willing to try other colors.
You're talking about when you put yours together, you're worried about like how it's gonna look. I'm a little bit concerned, like what this riot of color is gonna look like.
It's gonna be gorgeous. I love it. I wish I was brave enough to have done that.
It's gonna be wild. Thank you, ladies.
Is it me or after last time this one seems to be like going way faster?
For me to not even have had like the paper or the fabric done beforehand and actually to have something finished, one of the arcs finished, I'm pretty impressed.
Right. Same. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong color. Pay attention to the color. Philippa said that last block really hurt my brain. Right? I thought my brain was broken after that night.
Yeah, that was a thinker for sure. I, of course, because I'm crazy, thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
No, I think it turned out pretty, but like just figuring out how to get it to
Yeah.
work like made my brain hurt so bad. So was that color, was your other, not the purpley pink color, the other color, was it like navy or black?
Navy.
Okay. Oh, such a good color combination.
Yeah, that it's I know it looks really dark on the camera, but yeah. I think that is one of the fun things about the New York Beauty that because you're doing like thin strips. So for
Mhm.
all of these fat quarters from the African batiks, I'm really able to like pick and choose what colors I want to use
Uh-huh.
on a full piece of on the most of them. Some of them are all over pattern, but most of them have like stripes of different things. And so I can use the same fat quarter a couple of different times and you'd never know it was from the same fat quarter.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time I get some African batiks, I'm gonna get some colorful ones.
Yeah.
The last time I just got those blues from Canada.
Yep.
And I love them. I love that quilt, but I really want to try the color now.
I really like having the fat quarters be random the way that T quilts they're 30 random fat quarters that you
Mhm.
order. Because she has some of them by the yard,
Uh-huh.
but I don't like it was so much because it is like so much color. So I like that I could just get the fat quarter bundle and I wouldn't have to think about it.
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
she just did it and sent me
That's
beautiful
cool.
stuff,
Yeah.
which was perfect for me.
Sometimes it's kind of nice to let somebody else make your decisions.
Yes. All right, Landa, good seeing you.
Bye, Landa. Thank you. So don't forget to stop on by Shannon's channel tomorrow night for the social review.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm hoping the guys will get to pop in.
Yeah, I gotta send the invite tonight.
it's been really fun seeing all their videos and stuff
Oh my gosh,
in
yes.
Australia.
Sean said that they're going to be in his old stomping ground
Oh, really?
coming up. Yeah.
Very cool. I was watching their video the other day and Sarah was listening to it with me. And they were talking about the big banana and then the big, forget what else it was they were talking about. Big strawberry or
Guitar.
no, big apple.
Oh, Big Apple.
Yeah. And she's like, I thought the big apple was New York.
I know that they saw a giant guitar too.
Yeah. So we started looking up all the things in Australia, and they've got a big kangaroo, a big koala, a big strawberry. They have like all this stuff. We found like at least a dozen things that, oh, a big this or a big that. And she's like, well, I guess it must be the land of big things. It was kind of funny.
There was a town coming back from Oklahoma. Was it coming back from? I think it was coming back from Oklahoma. So we were doing the like St. Louis, like the northern route back home. And that town had like the biggest rocking chair, the biggest ball of yarn, the biggest mailbox, it was wind chime. It was cool. It was fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I think they will be at Hunter Valley, so they may be sloshed from wine tasting. Well, I don't think so, because Walter doesn't drink at all because he drives. So, although I'm pretty sure they had some wine before they made their video from the day before because they seemed a little happy.
Well, they said they had those two bottles that they got, and they weren't going to bring them on the plane, so they were going to be finished.
Yeah, but hey, it's vacation. I don't blame them. But
Oh,
I
and
just
the big
I could tell from the way he was talking. I was like, he's had something to drink.
Oh yeah, the big Cheeto, isn't that in Canada? I feel like the big Cheeto's in Canada.
Wait, there's a big Cheeto? Oh, I didn't know
Yes.
that.
Yeah. I think it does a tour.
Oh, wow.
We were looking at it, of course, with the cheetah suckers.
That's funny.
I've printed off my passport application. And I need to go renew my passport.
Oh yeah,
So,
sure. Where are we going?
Yeah, I don't know, but I wanted it done. I was joking with the kids. I was like, "Hey, gonna get my passport. Gonna be ready to drive to Canada, to Montreal, or to Juarez." That's pretty much it.
I was gonna say, does that mean we're gonna get you on a cruise?
I love cruises. Cruise right out of Baltimore.
Girl, we're not gonna cruise out of Baltimore. You just had a bridge fall down.
Oh, that's so sad.
And then you had an earthquake.
Oh, we didn't have the earthquake. That was New Jersey.
Yeah, but they shut the Baltimore airport down for a little bit because Keith got delayed coming home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, we barely felt it here. I didn't feel it in Frederick at all.
That's what I said to him. I was like, I thought it wasn't over there. He's like, well,
That's crazy.
yeah. It wasn't too long. I think it was delayed like an hour and a half, but
that's too long.
that's too long when you've been waiting all week for him to come home.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The leaving out, like going, I could handle an hour and a half, but when I'm just wanting to get home, an hour and a half would it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big nickel in Sudbury, Ontario.
Oh, There's all this big stuff. We need to go see it.
It's super size.
The NASA astronauts trained for the moon landing there. Huh. How is all that bridge recovery going? Speaking of which.
They just so the salvage, like getting the stuff out, like all the metal and stuff, that work had been going on, and they recovered another body,
Oh.
which is just
Hmm.
ugh. Like all of the, everybody's of course already now talking about all the money that Baltimore's losing and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, there's still people down there that they still have to get to. Let's chill on the capitalism talk and
Right.
let's focus on getting those people back to their families. But
right.
It's slow going because it's underwater stuff. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
But they're talking about, well, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge is in a similar situation where it was not built for the size ships, the heaviness of the ships that are going under it now.
Oh.
So, it needs to be a larger conversation about what's happening on our waterways.
Yeah.
And the Chesapeake Bay
Yeah, I'm
Bridge.
sure they were built long before those huge ships with all those containers were thought they were going to come there, huh?
Oh yeah, the ships have like doubled in weight and stuff since the 70s when they were built and everything.
Yeah.
The Chesapeake Bay Bridge has far more traffic on it all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, this time of year, maybe not in the winter, nobody's going to Ocean City, but like that's how everybody gets to Ocean City, the big, and Rehoboth and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
it's pretty serious.
Philippa said, I wonder if there's a big sewing machine or spool of thread somewhere. There is a spool of thread in Missouri at Missouri Star.
Yep.
I was reading an article the other day about, speaking of our infrastructure, about how they're talking about places like Georgia, Texas, and California having issues with power because there's so many new companies that are like tech and they're using all the power.
Yeah.
And then there's this big push for EVs.
Yeah.
And wondering how they're going to power up everything. And
yeah,
it seems like our country needs a big infrastructure update on everything. Power grids, bridges.
Yep.
Railroads. I mean, we had that tragedy here with the railroad. So
yeah. Oh, Philippa, I'm not sure if I hadn't even read about the ship. I'm not sure if they got the ship out of there or not. I know that the folks that they were still on the ship that were the workers.
Workers, yeah.
Yeah. Now they're doing the whole dance of who's going to pay for what thing.
Yeah. which I don't know. I've been hearing some of that debate too, and I'm going, well, the ship company broke the bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, they should pay for it.
I get that it wasn't, the electricity went off, like that sucks, but
Yeah, but if you're in a car accident, you can't be like, well, I just,
yeah,
this
yeah,
happened, so I shouldn't be responsible if you caused it,
yeah.
you know. Oh, Diana said the ship hasn't moved yet. Okay. Delmarie said, big push for solar in California. I have solar on my house. Yes, and that's a very good point, Delmarie. We did in Arizona as well, but like here, they're telling us to get solar, and I'm like, you do realize that Ohio total for the year, we probably have maybe 3 months of sunshine
Yeah.
because we have so many cloudy gray days. So, and they're telling us to get solar and to get EVs. Well, this past winter, that one big, huge snowstorm, people from Chicago to Erie had EVs and they were stuck. They couldn't charge their cars for days.
Yep.
So, until they figure that out in parts of the
Yeah.
country like this, that's never going to work.
Yep.
But it was nice having solar when I lived in Arizona. It definitely saved so much. We still had a little bit of an electric bill, but nothing compared to like people who didn't have solar.
Oh yeah.
Like people who didn't have solar in the summertime for their AC was like, $400 or $500 bill. And we only had less than $100 bill.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. It just doesn't work everywhere. So they've got to figure something out. I don't know what the solution is, but
I don't think it can be a blanket. Everybody's got to do this.
right. Like the big thing in our area is they're trying to eliminate the coal powered stuff. But then they also want to take away the nuclear power, which we have big nuclear power plants here in Ohio,
Yeah.
because they can rest on the shores of Lake Erie, right? So then what do you replace that with? We don't get enough sunshine for solar. We don't have enough wind for wind power. So,
Yeah.
what do you do instead? So the gas for heat is outrageous. The PGE has to make up for lost revenue. Yeah.
That is true about the EVs. Like there does need to be uh, a consistent, because like if you have a Tesla, you can't charge it at a whatever, and if you have a
Yeah.
like if you have a EV from another company, you can't charge it on a Tesla's thing. I'm like, can we just do it all at once? Like, why
Yeah.
does it
And
have to be?
well, and that's the sad thing about it is that they claim that they're wanting to do these things like Tesla to help the environment, but then they make a proprietary charger
Yep.
that not everybody can use. They should have had some sort of deal where the other companies had to buy the technology, that charging thing from Tesla or something, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm glad I'm not a politician, don't have to think about this stuff because I don't know what the
Holy
solution
cow.
is to any of this.
Yeah. I. Ooh, this one's fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this arc.
Are you on the big arc?
No, I did. That was the pinky blue one was the larger, the bigger one.
Oh, you did
So
the big one first.
yeah, I'm on the little spindly.
I didn't even pay attention. Sorry. I
No,
just saw the pretty colors and I didn't look at the arc. I was like, oh,
that's
pretty.
it's all right. I get distracted by a pretty face too. It's unfortunate, but all the companies do it. I mean, the kids, talk about how they can't play together on games because Sony doesn't let Xbox play, cross play or whatever. And
Oh, yeah.
Apple, developed apps don't work on Android develop, all this stuff. They all do it because they want to like make people brand loyal or whatever.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
I get it. They're all trying to make their money, but I don't know. It just makes it so much harder to like, okay, maybe we want to be good and get an EV, but if there's no charging stations, what do you do? Or like in our area, like the technology is just not good enough to get it when it's really, really cold outside, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I need to figure out those things.
Yep.
Hi, Joy. Good to see you.
Hey, Joy. Oh, thank you. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you for sure.
Yeah. Man, 3 years.
I know.
You've been rocking the retreat game for 3 years now.
It's exciting. No
Oh,
worries.
I thought
Autocorrect
Gus was
signing.
kind of funny.
Yeah. No worries. Hi, Lori. Good to see you.
Oh, putting tables together.
Ah.
Like IKEA tables or like periodic tables.
Okay. Got this bad boy.
Isn't it pretty cool? Third annual.
What's that?
Ingrid was saying it's pretty cool. Third annual.
Yeah.
I was very sad to see that someone in Oregon won the Powerball, not somebody I know in Ohio, to open up a huge.
It's not for lack of trying. I did buy one ticket.
Yeah.
My daughter was like, we should buy a whole bunch of tickets. I'm like, that doesn't help. Believe me.
Yeah.
It's really pretty much you're the luckiest human being on the earth if you win that thing.
Yep. Completely random. There was a couple here in Maryland. They accidentally bought two of the same ticket with the same numbers on it, and so they ended up winning $2 million because it was $1 million thing that they.
Oh.
like, that's crazy. Like that is the odds of that are even more humongous. Like, holy cow. How did you
No, it
do
must have been those where you pick your own numbers, huh?
Yeah. It could not have been, the
The
random.
auto-generated, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How about that?
Why does that kind of stuff not happen to me? I'm just not meant to be rich. That is what the conclusion I've come to is I am not on those cards.
Oh, I have a whole plan if like we ever won, like, which we never will, but
Yeah.
and Keith is like, what are you gonna do if you win all that money? And I was like, well, first of all, we're gonna move into the country on a 50-acre property.
Yes.
And then we're gonna put like our house towards the back of the property, and I'm gonna have a retreat center and a shop in the front of the property.
Love it.
Susan says, what is the name of the book y'all are using? Do you have your book handy? Mine's upstairs.
I do not know where I put it. I had it earlier. Oh, I might have brought it up to where the printer is because I was looking at pages and stuff.
It's called Dazzling New York Beauty. Let me see. I had a link in Nightbot at one point, but let me see if I still have it there.
By Cynthia White. It's definitely available on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Kohl's Tables, Lori's building. $23.
Hey, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
No, I don't have the link in there. Ingrid, would you be able to grab the link for the New York Beauty book by chance, if you can? It's called Dazzling New York Beauty by Cynthia White, but it's on Amazon. Hopefully Ingrid can grab it.
It's all of the block names are animals from Australia because Cynthia is from Australia. So that's kind of fun. I love the theme.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ingrid's got it. Ingrid will get it. Thank you, Ingrid.
Thank you, Ingrid. All right. Ingrid's awesome. All right, here is my big arc.
Yes.
It's not as much contrast as I was hoping, but I do like the colors.
Yeah.
So I don't have it sewn together yet, but this will sort of be what it looks like.
Oh, that's really cool. I love those. Yeah, with that really pale in between. I love that.
Thank you. Gotta pull these papers off first so I can put it together.
Yeah.
Hi, Sean. Good to see you.
Hey, Sean.
Shelly said, if you build it, they will come.
Yep.
If I win that much money, the Powerball, I wouldn't care if people came or not. But
that's true.
I mean, it would be fun to have people, though, of course, because I love retreats. But
well, just put a little piece of land to the side where I go build my tiny home, and
okay. I'll have to build a Shannon room.
I'll be as inconspicuous as possible, just in the little tiny home off to the side on your acres and acres.
Have people drive up and be like, what are all those tiny homes? Well, those are all my friends.
Yeah.
There's a Shannon one and an Ingrid one.
And yes, we are a cult, but the good kind.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ingrid. I appreciate it. So Ingrid popped the link in there for the book. So if you're just finding us now with this New York Beauty. And we've got the schedule of when we're doing the blocks, which blocks we're doing when, and that's up on our community tabs on our channels. So my channel, I've got it, and I think Shannon still got it too.
Yep, absolutely.
And I keep it up for the sole reason to remind myself when we're doing each block.
Every time.
Yep.
Every time I go
I'm like,
back,
which one are we
back and
doing
look
next?
at the
I
post.
don't know. Let me go to my community tab.
So true.
Now in 2 weeks on the 23rd, we're going to be doing, the next one is called Lizard. And we'll be back here at 6 o'clock Eastern time again, doing Lizard.
Yes.
I haven't looked at that one yet, but so I'm not sure the difficulty level. But after that sub thing, I feel like anything else is going to be easier.
Yeah.
Found it. Y'all rock, said Susan. You're welcome. And thank you, Ingrid, again.
Oh, Sean says he'll try it one day, but not for
But
a
not
while.
for a while. You can do it, Sean. I know you can. Plus, you love solids, so if you use all the solids, that'll make it like easier.
Oh, for
Definitely.
sure. Yes.
Yeah. We definitely don't recommend directional prints for this if you're like OCD like we are and don't like them going the wrong way.
Yep.
That would be really difficult to get these.
Oh my God. For a whole, oh gosh, yeah. No.
For the whole
Like for
thing,
one
right?
block, like I think that would be kind of fun maybe to like try to brain it out for a block, but for a
block,
whole
yeah.
thing. Oh.
Yeah. Sean said, I wonder how many of animals Stephen and Walter have seen on their trip. They went to the Australia Zoo, and even though it's not in their video because they couldn't video it, they saw a red panda.
Oh, I love it.
I was like, ah. He's like, I tried to get you a picture, but it was sleeping up in the tree. I was like, that's okay. I think it's cool though that they got to see one.
Yeah. Well, I hear you about finding time. If
Yeah.
I need to when I'm back from the retreat, I need to do some more like actual writing down. Okay, I need to do this thing this week. I need to do this thing this week.
Yeah. It gets so hard to keep up because you get so busy, you know. Let's see.
Sylvia, it is FPP.
Yeah, FPP.
They have so there are a lot of pieces of each block that are the same. So you kind of have a template for those, like the inner arc that Stephanie was showing with her finished pieces, like that quarter circle. It's the same for all 16 that we're doing. So you can just use it that one piece as a template to cut all your inner arcs for everything that we're doing. But the bits for the other arcs in the piece is FPP.
And the outer arc is like a template too, kind of, right?
Yeah. And then a couple of them have like a templated arc, like smaller arc or whatever. So
yeah,
it's kind of a mix. You get a good mix. You're gonna sew on curves. You're gonna do some FPP. Oh, Sylvia, if you like FPP, you're gonna love this. Then you'll
yeah,
love this.
Definitely.
And don't be too nervous if you've never done FPP to try the New York Beauty, because it is really pretty straightforward, because you can cut out, because all of these pieces are, they're all the same. And so I just cut, 7 blocks of fabric all the same size, so you're not trying to like fiddle with different size pieces and different shapes and things like that.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there. Like I love the legit kits like that you do,
Yeah.
but each piece is a different size. Whereas
Yep.
this one, you're cutting like 8 of the same square.
Yeah. So it's a really good nod to traditional piecing, like that you're used to. So you're starting with a comfort level that you know are bringing
Yeah.
from already doing that.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. You know, everybody says the last quilt top you finished is your favorite because it was, you know, the most recent one. I feel the same way of every single one of these blocks. The one I'm doing right now is always my favorite.
Yeah. I really like this one. Philippa said, are you building a retreat center? No. Would I like to? Yes. No. That takes a lot of money that I don't
Yeah.
have. If I ever win the lottery, Philippa.
Yep. Or if I find a sugar daddy.
There you go. My favorite quilt is probably the mythical dachshunds. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that
cute.
was cute. That was definitely you, Sean. Totally. It would be so cool to have your own retreat center because then you wouldn't have to like travel with all your stuff. It would just always be there.
Yes.
I'm dreading that. I have to pack up the car tomorrow and I'm like, oh, I hate doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true, Ingrid. She said the odds of you finding a sugar daddy are probably better than me winning the lottery.
All right. Well, I guess I got to get on it. Things I do for my friends.
Right. Sean said that's why I like virtual retreats. Yeah,
Yep.
I get that, but it's worth it once I'm there with everybody and I get to sew with everybody and enjoy their company. It's just the
Yeah.
getting there, getting everything loaded in the car, getting it unloaded once I get there, and then at the end having to reload it all again.
Yeah. And you're gonna go do it in reverse.
Yeah. And I had recruited Keith to come down and help me, but now Sarah's starting her job, so she has to work. So he has to be here to take her to work and pick her up. So he can't come and help. And I'm like, oh man.
That's what the cheetah suckers are for.
Okay. Patricia said I had never done FPP before this, but I'm enjoying it. I'm tracing all of my patterns. What a job. I'm using 80 weight thread and I slowed my speed down on my sewing machine and it's going lots better. Good.
Nice.
All right, here is this, except for the top arc on it. I've got it done.
It looks like an eye with eyelashes.
It does.
Those are like drag queen eyelashes, right? Like the big.
Right? Like they're ready for the show.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah. So there's that guy.
Ow, hot.
Or if I guess if I put it on my wall, it looks kind of like a fan now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got one little piece left. Well, I guess I can show it to you though. It's not trimmed, but
Oh, you got time though. You got time to trim it. Oh, is that
okay.
pretty?
Look at those.
I love your colors.
It looks speckled, but it's actually more like V's.
Oh, I was thinking it looked like scales,
Yes, that's
like mermaid scales.
yeah. It's a flower, but when it's like cut so tiny and stuff, it does. It
Mhm.
looks like scales.
Love it. My hair is still not dry after like 2 hours. Ah.
Thick hair. I know when I take this braid out tonight, it'll still be wet in the braid.
Yeah. Thanks, Terry. Pheasant feathers. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so now we're talking about how they're named after different animals.
Mhm.
Although I don't know what animal is a sea dragon.
I don't know, Sean. What's a sea dragon from Australia? Maybe it's some kind of lizard or something. That would make sense.
Yeah. But I wonder, are they named randomly, or is there something about the makeup that she named them specifically? I wonder.
I don't know.
Oh, Sean's got to Google it.
Gotta Google it. Oh, okay. Thanks, Philippa.
The trimming of these is so satisfying.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. When you get the whole thing done and then you're like, I get so excited to trim it and see what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightbot is on it.
It's a funky looking seahorse, said Sean.
Oh.
Oh. Interesting.
I didn't realize seahorses had different names. I just thought they were all seahorses.
Yeah. Oh, now I see why it's called like a sea dragon. That makes sense. Hang on, I'll get the picture up and
He said I must have been sleeping or not paying attention when they taught us about sea dragons. He was more interested in learning how to avoid them so that they don't kill you.
right.
Yep.
Okay. I can see why they're called sea dragons though.
Oh yeah, the little frilly spiny looking. That's cool.
That is cool. It does kind of look like a seahorse, but not. That's cool. Oh, they got wings on them and everything.
That's neat.
And they're like, but they have the head of like a seahorse, which is interesting. Hmm.
So are they a different species? They're not seahorses. They're something totally different.
I don't know. Let's see.
Or
It
are they
is
like
it says it's a marine fish. The leafy sea dragon is a marine fish.
marine
Oh,
fish?
it says in the family, blah, 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 can't pronounce it, which includes sea dragons, pipefish, and seahorses. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they are found off Kangaroo Island in Australia.
Oh, that's cool. Kangaroo Island.
Yeah. Which is the
That's all right.
southern and western coast of Australia.
So there we go. There she's all trimmed.
There you go. Oh, that's pretty.
And I went backwards. I usually do the African print in the larger, but I did it backwards this time just because I
I
felt
love
sad.
it. I love it. Del Marie said, did they live in the water and land? I don't think so. I think there's water.
That'll be them together. Oh, I love it.
Oh, pretty.
That's gonna be cool.
Okay, Sean, for the Australians, they're also known down there as leafies.
As leafies. That's
Yeah.
cute.
I guess they can look like floating seaweed if they're, so they call them leafies.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, Del Rey, that's cool. Yeah. Looks like the city skyscrapers with lights of New York. That's
Yeah.
fun.
It's pretty. I love yours.
This is gonna be a good one.
Sean said, "Oh wow, that's cold water. I figured they would be in the tropics and the Great Barrier Reef." Yeah, I know. I was surprised that it was south because that's going towards Antarctica.
Yeah.
So, morning from Melbourne, Australia. Hi there.
Good morning. That's cool. Melbourne.
Yeah.
That means
Where we found like the giant strawberry or the big strawberry, it was close to Melbourne. Because Sarah was like, "Oh, are they going to be able to see that?" And I said, "No, they're not. They're in the opposite direction of it." But
yeah. Cool stuff to go check out.
Shelly said, "So pretty, Shannon." I agree.
Thank you.
Okay, well, Shannon's wrapping up her arch so she can show us because it's so pretty. I can't wait to see it. Tomorrow night, pop over to Shannon's channel at time
7:30.
7:30. Okay. I never remember anymore. That's so bad.
No, it might be 7, and it's Little Hooter that's at 7:30.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We have so much stuff happening.
I know. So 7 o'clock at Shannon's channel tomorrow for the social review. That is the once a month get together with Shannon, of course, myself, Russ of Quilt Meets World, and Stephen and Walter of the Idiot Quilter. We all get together and discuss a quilting topic of sorts. We've had some really fun topics, and we love when you guys give us your input too and ask us questions during those shows. So that's a lot of fun. We don't know yet if Stephen and Walter are going to be able to join us, but it will be the mid-morning in Australia. So hopefully they'll be up and they'll have, well, I know that Stephen will be up and they'll have some good internet so they can join us because that would be a lot of fun to see them.
Yeah.
I've talked to Stephen via email several times, but the time difference, I don't really get to catch he hasn't been doing lives, but even when he puts his video up, I wake up in the morning and there's a video.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to see them live. So hopefully they'll be able to join us. But if not, it'll be Russ and Shannon and I, and we're going to talk all about patterns.
Yeah.
So that will be a good time. And again, that's on Shannon's channel, and I'm going to put the link to her channel really quick in the chat for anyone who is not familiar with it, but I'm pretty sure most of you that are here are. So
Appreciate that.
So head on over there. If you're not subscribed to Shannon's channel, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when we're live tomorrow night. This weekend, we are going to be in Millersburg, Ohio for the annual Millersburg Quilting Retreat. Really looking forward to that. Shannon's going to be teaching here live at the retreat. It's her first time teaching live in person, so I'm really excited for that.
Yes.
I asked her to teach there, and I can't wait to, I've seen the project. I've actually made her project. I was kind of testing it for her, and it's adorable, and I can't wait for her to share it with everybody else. So that's going to be fun. So that's this weekend. So Shannon and I may pop on maybe and do a live. We're not sure. We'll have to see, what's going on, the technology. And also, I don't want to be invasive to the retreaters, so we'll see what's going on. But as always, when I'm at a retreat, I usually get some video, show you guys around a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll do that this time as well, and put some video up for my live that I usually have on Saturdays. So we'll show you a little bit of the retreat. I can't wait to see all those ladies because some of them I've seen throughout the year at different retreats, but the majority I haven't seen since last year. So can't wait to see everybody again. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, Ingrid, who's here in the chat, and Shannon will be there, and lots of other people that are good friends. And I was hoping my daughter was going to be able to come, but she started her job, so she's not going to make it. But
She's a working girl now.
I know, working girl. But my aunt's going to come, who's a quilter, so I'm excited to see her too. So I think it's going to be a really fun weekend, and it'll be nice to just hang out with a bunch of adult people after being home with my kids by myself for a bit.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so y'all heard her. We all have to act like adults.
oh, but we can be fun adults. There can be wine involved.
Yeah.
So that's going on this week, and then the social review, and then the retreat. And then tomorrow I'm still hosting the sewing day that Stephen and I host every Wednesday, but it's only going to be a half day. So if you're somebody who likes to attend that, keep that in mind. I'm going to start it at 9 like usual, but I'm only going to go till no later than 1, probably only 12. Just because I still have so much to get done. I've got to load up everything, and I've got a few things yet I've got to finish before I leave on Thursday. And then the following week, we will also have a Wednesday sew day, still without Stephen, because the next day they're going to be flying back. So I'm excited to see them. So I can't wait for them to get back. Hi, honey. My youngest just joined me.
Hey.
Want to say hi to everybody? Look up there. Say hi. This is my youngest son, Henry. Hi, Henry. Say hi up there. Look up there. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Henry.
I got to leave Mr. Sweet Face here for a few days, so I'm a little sad about that. But again, it'll be nice to be with some adult people for a few days.
I like how he shows up as you're saying, I need some time away. And he's like,
I know, right?
Away
Which
from
makes
who?
me like feel guilty then, right? Mom guilt. So Shannon, do you have anything else coming up on your channel that we need to know about?
So, yeah, social review, and then my lives are on Sunday usually. Have been kind of preempted by some changes in life, but I was able to do that this past Sunday. But I'll miss this Sunday again because I will be in Ohio hanging out with everybody. Yes. But I'll try to do the same. Try to have a video of kind of my perspective of what's going on at the retreat and what we get into, and some of the shop hopping and stuff like that we're going to do beforehand. So that'll be on Sunday, but won't be alive. So, yeah. But the first things first is the social review tomorrow night, which I'm excited to get into. And I hope they are able to join from Australia. I'm excited to talk to them.
Yeah, me too. It feels like it's been a really long time, even though it's really only been a few weeks. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm so used to talking to Stephen at least a couple times a week, so it's been weird.
Yeah,
yeah,
that'll be cool.
You have a great evening too, Terry.
Yeah.
Shelly said, "Have a good night and enjoy the retreat." Thank you. they're saying hi to you. It says hi, Henry. Hi, Henry, says right there.
Ooh.
Do you have your arc done that you could show us?
I started to try to sew it together, but I'm really not good sewing with the paper on it. So then I started talking and taking the paper out because
Gotcha.
yeah, the paper gets in my way. It's just easier for me with no paper. But yeah,
Oh, that's so pretty. I
yeah,
love it.
it's gonna be so cool.
Really good. Yes, I love it.
I hope that
Perfect.
because my center they're all green. I hope that looks okay with that, but I think it'll be fine.
Oh, I think it's going to be beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Yay!
All right. Well, we'll talk to everybody sometime in the next week. Like I said,
Yeah.
hopefully Shannon and I will be able to do maybe a little pop-up live just to say hi.
Yes.
Um, so take a look for that. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Have a great week. And we'll see
Thanks,
you back for
everybody.
Blizzard in 2 weeks on the 23rd.
Yep.
Bye. Say bye. Up here. Bye. What is that?